Hi, everyone. Dr. Gia Washington Rito here. I'm a licensed psychologist and an executive wellness coach. I wanted to come on in my typical Wednesday focus on weddings, work, and wellness, just to share a few things that have been on my mind recently. Last time I was here, I was speaking about the next day I was going to go and do a work function for a group of early career physicians, talking about strategies for wellness. And I developed a strategy for myself in the sense of trying to think very strategically about the presentation and how I was going to conduct the conversation that I was having with this group. And with the best of efforts, I think I started from a solid place and with an idea of how I wanted to strategize the information and receive reciprocal sort of participation in the presentation. And it started off great, and then towards the end, I kind of felt like it went in a different direction. While I knew it could happen, I kind of hoped that it didn't, in the sense of managing some venting and some real negative focus that the conversation went towards. And in some situations, I think when it's really negative and there's a lot of venting, it's just not productive. So even though I felt like I was prepared for it, I think in the end, maybe having a little bit of a different strategy might have produced a different outcome. I got relatively good feedback from it, but I just wondered, as a presenter and as the workshop sort of instructor, I kind of wanted to end on a more positive note than perhaps that we did. So that's sort of been in the back of my mind. I think you know how it might feel sometimes when you feel like you didn't do your job as well as you could have, related to whatever job or work that you might have. But also, I was thinking about some other things recently. I'm reading halfway through this book, Caste by Isabel Wilkerson. And it came out a few years ago, and it is just profound. It's opening my eyes so much on her theory about the United States being based on a caste system, and that racism is a reflection or an outgrowth of the caste system in the United States. I was just in a book club about this with some of my colleagues, and someone made an amazing point who was a Caucasian psychologist. She said that she often wonders about the people that she interacts with at work, some of our other colleagues who are of various races and ethnicities. But she said that she had long held a theory that perhaps lower caste, meaning more impoverished Black people, would be stronger, perhaps, recipients of racism and discrimination. That they would be, more harshly judged, have more difficulty. But then after reading this book, she started to wonder about her relationships with affluent Black people and how they are likely, interacting with lots of different people, probably don't have the support and resources of having a lot of other people that look like them with some similar experiences in their promotion, right, through different job opportunities or different work positions, employment positions. And that really started to make me think, right, about some of the work that I do as an executive wellness coach, how important it is that Black people, Black women in particular, who get promoted through a series of opportunities, how important it is to have wellness strategies at the ready for them. And that's why I continue to want to do this work, why it's really important to me, because I can understand the risk of not having that, not being prepared to deal with the racism, the discrimination, the casteism, the constant judgment, the questioning that I think a lot of Black people in prominent positions experience. So I just wanted to leave those two things and share a little bit about what's been on my mind over the past few days. And also open the door to encourage anyone to be thinking about having a strategy for your wellness, to be thinking about relying upon an executive wellness coach as you move up the ranks, and certainly if you're in an employment situation where people are really invested in your success. but considering hiring something like an executive coach in order to support you if that would be beneficial to you and also supported by your company or your organization. So again, I'm Dr. Gia Washington. This was a Wellness Wednesday, Work Wellness Wednesday focus. I'm still in love with weddings, as you all know, and that'll come up probably again in a few weeks. But I just wanted to share a little bit on this particular Wednesday. So hoping that you all are doing well.